Hello and welcome to Squadline Battles. We have got a game today on Omaha Beach. We're watching Server 2. It's going to be a great game. I think we're going to have a lot of fun with this one. First time we've seen Omaha Beach in a Squadline Battles now for quite a while. Certainly is not a regular map that we get to play here. However, I'm really looking forward to it because I really like playing Omaha Beach. It's not the most balanced of maps, so you don't always get to see it within competitive play. So I'm certainly glad that we get to witness this one today. We're pretty lucky today as well, actually. On Server 2, we have got a Sin versus Sin Commander matchup. We have got Mad Mick versus Spacey McSpaceface, something like that. I'm sorry, buddy. On both from the Syndicate. And so this is going to be super exciting to see which one of these guys comes back out on top this week. Certainly both regular commanders on Server 2, which I love to see. Always looking for commanders within Squadline Battles. Totally recommend everyone gets involved in it where possible, because it is certainly a lot of fun to play in. I certainly miss playing in Squadline Battles. Let's take a quick look down the line here. For this German team, we've got one truck coming out the south there. Panzer IV is on the early move, being tailed by a truck. And then we're going to head north and see, is their southern truck, what's it up to? I don't even see it. Got the recon tank there. Are you taking the recon boys? They are indeed taking the recon boys. I don't even see that southern truck. Uh-oh. Let's hope it's not got stuck somewhere. Awkward. They are running a little bit of artillery, though, which is nice to see. We've got maybe one guy. Looks like they're going to have a little reloader on that artillery gun down there at the start as well. So we are going to see just a little bit of reloading going on. No nodes built, which is interesting. No node plan today. The simplest of deployments being made by Mad Mick, if you're not even going to get your nodes placed. We've got West Veerville, though. Let's take a quick look at the map as these guys start to make a maneuver here. This northern truck here looks like it was running a little bit late, it seems. In fact, actually, two trucks running late. A little bit of a weird deployment. Not even a squad leader in that truck. One hops out to get the garrison up. That's PBS Cato. I don't really understand what this deployment's all about. I don't understand what's going on. This is interesting. Cap pressure coming in from the Germans already. This is going to be a weird one. Certainly an odd start here from this Allied team. Potentially a bit more standard from the German side, as they already have trucks getting up towards the front line. BWCC, SOW hopping out on this northern side at the house, and a nice deployment inside the circle as well, though. No squad leaders here either. That's such an odd deployment. Guys. I like seeing commanders, but let's get some better deployments. Where's all the squad leaders? This is weird. This is going to be down to who frags best in the centre here. Or even, actually, whose tank gets up and wins the fight. You got the Stuart rolling up there. Highlighted on the left-hand side of our screen here. As artillery starts to drop in as well. Let's take a quick zoom out. You can see KTM's Garibaldi starting to make his way forward there. And the Panzer IV is on this northern side as one of the Allied trucks gets itself forward. Full BWCC squad here. Chris North goes down from SOU, though. We see Time Waster picking up a trade, but Farron comes out on top there. Up against Dr. Oreo, hipfire, and he gets taken out. So good play from Farron there. Skip across to the other side of the map. We're seeing a medic out. Get the fucking medic off the map. I don't know what we're doing with that. But at the moment, we are seeing good cap pressure here from this German side, but still a little bit poor on the deployment. Really, not exactly great. And a complaint within the within the chat about deployment from one of the Allied drivers. Down here in the south, a pretty big battle within the town, though. However, this one's going to come on top from the Allied team here, so they're going to be able to start their wave forward now to try and get the recap going But this is total strong point control here from the Germans. Over on the northern side, we've got the Stuart making its way forward, but it's going to come face to face with the Panzer IV, and we're already seeing down here actually a little bit of a problem up. Artillery starting to drop. It's not perfectly accurate though, but they do have this garrison here, and you're not getting out across this field. I mean, Sunshine gets almost all the way across, doesn't quite make it. But where's that artillery? It was dropping, and then no one here. No artillery dropping. It's such a shame, because it was absolutely primed and ready to go. Great rocket towards Time Waster's house there, but Time Waster's not in that window. Capster still hanging out in the strong point, managing to stay alive, and PBS Kato here is absolutely getting around the back. He's going to be a bit of a nuisance if he can get around there and stay alive, but he's going to get flanked potentially by the BFT squad. But the PBS and Hell at Least Italia wave is coming forward as we speak, and they're going to start progressing down this this wall here. It's not the easiest of pushes, it is pretty open, but you can get some nice angles from over here as well by just getting up on top of these walls. You can actually even get in this weird little shed thing and just peek over this wall for a lovely little angle over towards the church. But over near here is starting to make his way forward, being that front line assault team there. But this garrison's still getting artilleried, and these guys they've got to give it up, haven't they? I mean, you're not going to get across this field. You're committing too many people here. Just leave the recon squad. They can pick off anyone coming across this field, you would have thought. But this Panzer IV is going to make himself a bit of a nuisance, I think. Though he's going to get himself into this wheat field, which I don't like. Just stay, you know, you're a Panzer IV. You're not going to be penned by a rocket from Iberio from any angle that he's trying to aim at. It's only going to get penned at it from the rear. It seems like the medium Sherman's taken a bit of damage, but he may have picked up a mark on this Panzer IV. He has indeed. In fact, even there's a recon tank roaming around, so this medium Sherman should pick up this Panzer IV here in his sights. Should be able to get one shot off now. One shot off. I think that hits Hull as well. The tank's going to keep moving. Turns, nice, great driving there. Hits the little feeder in front. In fact, even the Panzer IV hits it. So he's safe for right now. They're both one hit away, ricochet, and the hit goes in onto the medium Sherman for the quick kill there. Very, very nice play indeed from the Panzer IV. Good driving there from whoever that was. Rocket goes in, Ancient Knowledge. Does he go down or does he get back into his tank? Looks like they're both back into the tank. So Ancient Knowledge back driving as well from Don D. PBS squad starting to make its way forward. Overnear's managed to get himself all the way into the point. They've got a garrison back down, but I see no garrison for right now. They do need to get some more players forward, but we can see they're starting to get cut off now by the Don Lee and BFT guys that are making their way over to the town. Is that Verville-sur-Mer? I think that might be Verville-sur-Mer, the town. I do sometimes forget, though. Let's take a quick look. Oh, blimey, look at this. Who we got here? We've got the 19th Engineer Squad. Who's this being led by? Because these guys are new. It's being led by Kieran. I think this might be their first time in squad line battles. Same with 77Y are a new team as well. So I'm not going to recognise any of their players for now. But this 19th Engineer Squad moving as a pack, that's for sure. They are. I mean, they really are close together, aren't they? You might want to get a little bit of spread out, at least, maybe. Because you're going to be easy pickings for anyone that's a decent shot as you move like that. I did see an infantry mark go up by WN71. Looks like it's just recon back here, though, for the Axis. So there's some good patrolling going on now by this defensive squad. Again, these guys might be the 77Y guys. Bucketsmith, I think, is Syndicate, though, along with Sniper's Dream, so it could also be them as they patrol through. But Kieran there, starting to make his way through. They'll be right next to this garrison now, starting to lock this one out, I would have thought. In fact, that might be why Kieran's just hanging out. Kieran takes down Asmodeus, though. Very nice indeed from him. He's continuing to just lock this garrison out. He's in no rush to take this down whatsoever. Knowing there's going to be no spawn wave there. He tucks himself in, starts to take that down, though. And his players are actually starting to move up towards Kato's squad, which is probably the best thing they can do for right now. They've taken that garrison down. It's going to have cut off all sorts of reinforcements to Kato. And if they can just squeeze them, then they're going to be in a world of trouble. That Hellos Italia squad's just spawned in. 2 players go down quick, though. Hip firing from the MG. Tommy there starting to run away. Go clear it, go clear it. Come on, there we go. Bluck there and Royd Fireman clearing that outpost up. Tommy is coming back, though. He's going to take out at least one. Is he? No? Oh, my lord. Got to hit at least one of those shots. Gets hip fired by the MG. And we're left now with just a PBS Kato squad as well, getting picked off by Marijuana on the MG, shooting from afar. Marijuana does go down, but they're getting squeezed for sure by this Don D and BFT squad. Great rocket there from WD-44. TL as he puts a big rocket into that PBS squad. There's been a little bit of a problem, though, with their defense, I think. You know, I don't necessarily agree with the way that they're defending this. We can see that actually, if I just draw on this map, just here, we can see that they're still clustering within this section here. You know, they don't have too much presence outside of this in terms of their frontline defense. I really want to see this defense really push up aggressively up to the crossroads. Go establish yourself a garrison out in this wheat field, in your blue zone, so in the red for us. Go establish yourself out there. Go really take it to them, because then you can start really pressuring these pressure points here. And once you get into these zones around WN71, it becomes difficult to root you out. We can see really wide defensive squads from Charlie here looking to pressure up. They're out of the game. Don't worry about them. You know, ignore that. Get your defense pressing out. Start pressuring through this zone here. And then once you've cleared out Kato's squad, once the 19th squad's done that, really start pressuring down these roads towards WN71. Mass up those tanks and really go for it. If I'm looking at this from the Allied side, though, I'm going to be disappointed. We have nothing within this zone here. We can see they're dropping supplies here. Not a great move, in my opinion. Just going to drag out people. It's going to get covered by the tank that they've got, but it's just going to drag infantry out to this zone. And actually, it's not a great garrison, because if they're trying to move out towards this field, it's just an open field run, so not particularly worthwhile. They do have good point-to-point presence, point-to-point sort of being this route here that you can take. You know, it might take the form of this. This might take the form of this. But ultimately, it's this sort of point-to-point presence, and they can even start getting the long push as well. But you do absolutely have to keep some presence on the short, and that's your sort of L-shaped attack that we want most teams to be taking. And there's really none of that from this Allied team for right now. They have pressured out. There's a couple of players haven't pushed out here, but still too many people playing so passively, just sat in defense. Like, Proe, buddy, what are you doing? You know, Geo, what are you up to? Franator, what are you doing? There's nothing going on here. Really, no presence across or outside of this point on the short defense. Looks like Slayer and Casper might have seen those supplies drop. They're not going to know there's a 76 coming, and in fact, I mean, do these guys know there's a 76 there? I don't even know if they do. Can he see this? Hang on. If their gunner's paying attention, maybe? I'm sorry, what is going on? Why are they not doing anything? I mean, they must know it's there because he's smoking out, so bit of a weird one. And the tank MG gunner, fine, there you go. He was just shooting his MG. I don't know why he wasn't getting the guns out. A little bit of an odd one. I saw in a chat complaints about the lack of garrisons from this Allied team. And if we take a look at this again, you know, there's more than one garrison, but this is actually, to be fair, you know, this might feel like it's out of the way of the point. It's not. It's actually a very nice defensive garrison, because obviously with this cap sector, with the diagonal caps, this is the cap sector we're looking at. So it's totally within the cap sector. It makes sense. But actually, you know, the garrison situation is not ideal in the slightest. They've got one back here, which is going to lead them to having another one down this hill over on this side. And then they're really kind of limiting themselves. I don't even think they can fit one in here in the point due to this one over here. But certainly, you know, you want to start seeing some more garrisons coming up. Just around this point, that's a fairly strong defensive structure. That leaves you with one room in the back for a red zone as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it actually leaves you with another one that you can build, which is even nicer. So that's the sort of defensive structure that I'd want to see from these guys. Plenty of players in blue here, really being held up by not a lot either. This Axis team needs to capitalize because so far both teams are pretty disappointing at the moment. Yeah, really not ideal. Because there's so little aggression in this. You know, we can sit here and we can probably watch this gameplay now for the next 20 minutes and not move the camera once, just due to the fact there's so little presence actually pushing out. There really isn't, you know, too much going on here, which is such a shame. We are seeing how at least Poland start to press out though, which is a good start at least. Perhaps we'll see a little bit of action come in if we go up close to the Southeast Poland squad. But guys, grenade range. Quite frankly, if I can talk to you all in local chat here, you might want to spread out. I'm not going to. But, you know, the fact that I could talk to pretty much your entire Southeast Poland squad there, you know, in local chat says to me, perhaps they're just like, look, you didn't stop it. Like, now you're looking a little bit better, but Iberia here just needs to hold one of these angles. They've left this this gap open here with no cover. The squad leader's pushed all the way forward, not killed anyone on that push. Yeah, I've got one guy in the barn there, good kill by Shakur. Iberia is going to pop around this corner, takes out Citra, so Commander's back looking as well. Can you not see Iberio? Are these boxes in the way? Hang on. Hang on. Can you not see that? Surely you can see that. Come on, Spacey. Come on, Spacey. There you go. Got the headshot eventually. Hit him in the end. Kavinsai there, pushing up as well, being followed by Offline. And this is the problem with what Offline did there. Didn't even have an aggressive outpost up, you know? And then there you go, he's gone down to a headshot there. So not even a good aggressive outpost going up. Bomber run comes in. Again, this happens all the time. This is a pub game. No, guys, this bombing run, no point. Pointless. Doesn't help you in the slightest. Right, you know what? If you want to know where to put this bombing run, I mean, for a start, just get more people on artillery if it's possible. Stick it in this zone. Stick it in, you know, like that. You know, that'd be fine. So where do we want it? We want like one in here maybe. That could clear out, let these guys push up, although the outpost is behind the garrison, which is a little bit odd. And the other one could just, you know, you could even put it down there. And that just really allows you to get this infantry up and through. Oh, that's a circle. Wanted a narrow. Then that just allows you to get this infantry up and through and pressing high. But putting that bombing run across the point, really not the way. Because what has it done? Absolutely nothing. You've got so many infantry up here as well. Got plenty of people responding out towards WC Janssen here. Oh, the sniper. He's making a bit of a nuisance of himself. But this is incredibly defensive here from Space McSpaceface at the moment. But his team do have the better of the play. Oh my god, no way. What is this? How many people are responding to Recon here? Stony, and I can't even remember what your name is. The Commissar. You might be the Commissar. Guys, you have dragged so many people out here. This is ridiculous. I don't understand. I don't get it. Oh, City, thank you very much for the subscription now. I do have emotes, so now you can indeed use them in the chat. I'll actually have some more coming up as well soon. I just need to get them approved. It takes ages, apparently. It takes so long to get things approved by Twitch. So I still got like 4 more to go. Down this way, PBS taking the short route, which is nice to see. They just need to be patient with this push, though. You know, there's no point really overextending yourself down here. You just want to make sure that you've got them penned in, if possible, and wait for the rest of your team to start the pressure. Oh, City, what is the emotes, man? I love it. I love it. We haven't seen any Chad plays so far today, but if we see a Chad play, I want to see the Chad emotes in the chat. That's for sure. Citrus playing nicely, getting aggressive here, and pressing out and being held up by Ferry, important as well, from Don D, taking a nice angle. Citrus takes down Shakur, nice play from him. Oh, but the full Hell at Least Poland squad spawns in and he kills 2 people there. Unfortunate for him, not the squad leader though, so that squad's going to get away. Just seeing a medic revive as well. No shot have we. Okay. We can get the medic Chad emote maybe. I'm gonna have to try and find myself a medic Chad emote because fair play. He's picked someone up, allows that presence to go forward. Poor communication there. Rocket goes in. Doesn't really hit anything though because they are down the hill. Offline comes back through. He's got his outpost back up. He takes down Spike very nicely there though. And Iberio is just hiding away, but this Hell at Least Poland squad is just in trouble here. And quite frankly, it's because you've got so many players fighting across this map. It's such a wide front line. Now, this might be a predominantly defensive squad from Bucketsmith. Maybe Mr. Bombastic's playing defense. I don't know why you'd want Mr. Bombastic playing defense. Those guys are sneaky. Let them get on the attack. However, they are defending wide. They're just generating no offense here at all. No pressure whatsoever. This Axis team really should be capitalizing on this lack of movement, but we are seeing some close quarter fights here between BFT and Hell at Least Poland. There's Volt there, picks off offline, but the Axis team are cheating. Quite frankly, this is a cheat. Their border luck's up. That's a cheat. It shouldn't be allowed. Oh, and a satchel goes off as well. Love to see a satchel. Was that Stellaria maybe? Or Demarchi there, putting the satchel down. Picking off a good few players there. Now let's see this infantry get aggressive. Now the satchel's gone off, you know it's got kills. Start the pressure. Start the pressure down. Shakur there misses a couple of shots, but takes down Demarchi there. You can hear this Luke's moving up as well though. Luke's just below us. Haven't seen too many tanks for a while. Never saw what happened to that 76 in the end. Or what happened to that. What's up, Computer Blue? Welcome to the channel as well. Thanks for joining us today. Guys, I have a WoW emote. Stop, just, you know, I just type WoW. Just give me the WoW emote. This Luke's is getting himself in trouble, though. He's certainly going to be getting satcheled pretty soon, I'd have thought. He's lucky Sunshine's not a satchel boy. En route's just spawned in, as well as the rifleman. Where's the satchel boys? Where's the satchel boys? Where's the AT? I don't know. This garrison's going to get locked for just a second as this tank goes past. How's their ears? They're not going to hear that, are they? Not going to hear that at all. Double AT spawns. Tom dives to the ground. Midas trying to get the angle. One hit goes in. A great hit from Midas. Love to see that. Tank stops Izzy engine. He might well be. And the second rocket comes in. Great play there. Takes down the tank. Really, really nice indeed. Got this 19th engineer squad over here up against a couple of different groups of people. Got Capster on the roof though. Yeah, love to see people use the terrain to their advantage. In fact, he's going to spot Doritos here. Is he? Through this tree, maybe. He knows he's there. I think he's heard him. Misses his first couple of shots. Does get him eventually, though. And there might be a spawn around here as well that he can just start to camp onto. Do you see the Panther making a bit of a move around here? Let's take a look at the map while we're hanging about. Where's the US heavy tanks? Nowhere to be seen, just the medium coming up now. No heavy tanks in the spawn in the front. And they've got the fuel. Why are you running the heavy? I don't understand. Scarface, this is not the play, man. 1,000 fuel and you're taking a heavy. No, sorry, you're taking a medium. Not the play. Not the play at all. It's poor form, quite frankly. They've got the half-track spawn, a bit of a weird spot. I don't know why you'd want the half-track in the north. There's certainly no way you're going to run that into the point from there. Stick it in south and, you know, it can go be a defensive one, but in the north? No, not for me personally. We are seeing squads start to wrap around though. Let's take a look at this Baker squad here, hell at least Italia. They've got themselves far up as well. Oh, and Moth EP is right next to a garrison, but he doesn't know it's there. He's going to run away. Mothy, turn around, buddy. Turn around, buddy. Tell me that's... It's not... Oh, I don't know. I don't know. And the decoy... Look at the decoy. Ammo drop. I couldn't even think what it's called. That's how useless it is. Fucking decoy ammo drop comes in. Look at these garrisons though. This is nice. I like to see this. That's your 2 spare garrisons. Let's get rid of this one down south. I don't like that one. So what I want to see is I want to see this southern garrison really just get moved up to maybe here. Maybe even drag it all the way up to H6 somewhere. Other than that, though, your garrison network's pretty good. It's just this one I want to see dragged up at this stage. Other than that, it's actually pretty good. And they're starting to generate some presence as well moving forward. We see Abel and Baker really getting close into this point here. Another medic! Stop the fuck! This is fucking medic day. I don't understand. Where's all these medics coming from? Rocket goes in, hits the player in the barn window very nicely. Petty here is progressed so far as well. He's immediately been spotted by the KTM guys though, but he's progressed nicely. He's taking control of that house. Now, if they could just get the short presence starting to pressure in as well from this eastern side, that would be golden. But it doesn't seem like these guys, and it's a whole mix of people from this garrison here. Not a squad leader in sight. But look, it's a free run now. It's just fighting one squad. You can pressure this. You can pressure this nicely. Surely. What squad leader do we have down here? There is an outpost, but I don't know whose it is. Who's George squad? Let's have a look at the scoreboards a little bit. Hell, it's offline. It's Poland. Where's offline? Why is he not spawning? Where's the rest of this East Poland squad? I don't understand. I don't know where they're going, but they're not pressing at all. You know, they're not getting enough presence forward to come take this point. Get the pressure from 2 sides. You can really start putting the squeeze on them. But alas, it's not coming through just yet. Chris North up here. Oh, is he on the roof? Lovely. Love to see this as well. This is always nice. You can come mount the MGs up on these. You can lay down here and mount the MG. And you can... I suppose no way you can mount the MG on this. You should be able to mount it anyway. And you get a hell of a view across this field. Really, it's really nice to stop any press coming from that in a public game. You don't tend to last too long within comp though, if you're in those exposed spots. WD-44 doing quite well here in terms of pressing around the back, looking to squeeze this Helpless Italia and PBS Kate squad. And he takes out Matty there with a nice shot. And no one seems to have noticed, so he's got away with that one. Looking to take out Dia in the back there. Does take him down as well. Nice to see. What's going on over here? The fucking Panther tanks fighting a recon squad. Okay. I mean... Maybe that was worth it? I don't know. I don't think it was, personally. I don't think that's the one. Oh, and it looks like an entire squad here has been reset back into defense as well. But this could come in useful as they pressure the rear of the PBS squad. TL still making light work of these players. He's picked up 3 or 4 kills here. As he pops around this corner, he's going to pick up Petty as well, I think. Whoop. Dropped too low there. Must see Petty, surely. Can't see around the pole, maybe. I don't know. Matty there is just waiting for him as well. That Car 98. Sorry, not Car 98, with the M1. Petty goes down, it looks like. Not sure who took him down. TL looks to pressure though. Nice movement. He's going to take out Dia. Nice play from TL again. This guy's on a little bit of a tear. Brings the rocket out. Hits the outpost. Nice play. That is crucial there with no squad leader on the map either. He's just reset this PBS squad all the way back to the start. PBS Kato looks like he was already making that move to the front door anyway. At least Italia are right in the back here by Chris North from SOU, sorry. However, no one seems to have spotted him just yet as he's up there. And we're seeing some artillery marks come out now from the allies to help them start this push into the point. These guys down here still struggling to push through. BFT holding this one nicely. BWCC getting back towards the point. But BFT here holding this corner here so very well. They're not making any progress themselves, but they're holding back a far larger number of squads. And, you know, when you're 3-2 up, actually, that's okay. You know, you don't always have to go take ground. It is nice to go take ground, but when you're fighting 2 or 3 squads like they are down here, it looks like 2 squads right now, Mr. Bombastic and Offline. They are really making short work of these players and that attack. Looks like the 19th Engineer Squad has started to pressure out from Church as well, bolstered by BFT Troll's tank. Italia Free Party is up on that radar station as well, looking for those long-range shots. Just need to see 19th squad here just get in a nice little wave and push through. Though, Kieran does wipe out Bucketsmith's outpost. Doesn't seem like Bucketsmith has noticed, I'm not sure. Kieran peeks around, takes out Fleck. Bucketsmith shoots through the hedge though. Nice vision through there to take him down. And he's going to stay alive and go get his outpost back up as well. It's a no ground loss there from the Sin defensive squad. Let's take a quick pan over this map. Very, very little activity around WN71. Mad Mick there, just the only guy back in there. He's just calling out what the Catboy is ready to call people back into defense, but they just need to continue trying to generate some offense here. PBS Kato still trying to pressure now from this front side, but they're now going to be pressured out by this Panther tank here from Don D. Looks like potentially the Hell Loose Italia squad are all the way back and reset. They've been kicked out, but we have Mothy P here, still dragging people towards him. I mean, they don't want him to take this garrison down one bit. We see Clint coming for him, Naked getting pretty close as well. Takes down Clint. Naked doesn't know though, he doesn't know. Stefster's getting a little bit of an angle up high. Dondi Naked shooting towards him but doesn't get him. They don't know where he is, do they? Mothy P runs out of ammo, reloads but still takes down Garibaldi. Grenades going in at him now, he stays alive. Naked here, goes around the hedgerow. Gets taken out though. Is that the sniper maybe? Is that Mothy P's sniper? Yeah, I think it was WT Janssen there. Takes out Spacey McSpaceface as well. That's just the KTM guys left here. Mothy P's not moved. They're shooting near him. Oh, now it's a battle of who can lay down the longest. But Franazol there does the job fine. And does well to take that down there. Got a garrison mark comes in just here. How accurate is this garrison mark? You can place them just down here in this hedgerow. Oh, and it's plumb on actually. Whoever's marked that is a very, very smart boy. Let's take a quick look at our map to see who placed that one. Q Legend there places that one. Let's see what intel they can get out of this. They know there's a tank within West Veerville. They know there's infantry on that corner because they've been fighting them all day. But look at all the presence down south. That's going to be what I think Mad Mick's going to focus on as he continues to struggle generating offense here. The infantry mark goes down. And certainly Bucketsmith is not going to be moving out from this zone anytime soon. Particularly when, actually, they're being pressured by a Panzer IV at the same time from BFT Troll. Fleck hopefully might have that satchel. He could get down and close. But Emil there goes on a bit of a tear, takes down 2. Takes down Aztir and Sniper's Stream. He continues his push through. Oh, he turns around. He's going to find this Garrison now. Good move from him. Good job he's turned around. And he spots the Garrison. And he starts to take it out. Bit of a response from Tom. Oh, support player goes down. Tom doesn't turn around though. He's totally unaware, it seems. Emil's heard the shot though. And is looking for him. Doesn't find him though. Tom. Oh, there you go. Emil finally finds Tom. And maybe that's been a squad wipe. No, I think Bucket Smith's still about. His Garrison's been taken out. But this is still going. They're still fighting over this this little area. And actually now this is a nice defensive move here from these guys. I mean, there's too many. There's too much pressure here. However, you know, they are going to squeeze this attacking squad, maybe the 19th Engineers, out of this zone at this stage. Seeing Stoney here, who's been a bit of a thorn, starting to get the pressure forward now, and they're starting to cap it. If we take a look at the map, it's because most of their defensive guys have left out of this sector now, and they can get just a couple of players forward into this cap zone. It's starting to be defended again though. Mad Mick shouldn't be too worried by this. He shouldn't think too much of it. Hopefully he doesn't call anyone back for this. He should just be able to deal with this one by himself, though he does go down. The Commissar takes him out. Hey, Private Brown. What's it like to be an admin? It's quite fun flying around. I'm a big fan of it. Being an admin on a server, it's not the most exciting thing in the world. Mostly just banning people for using homophobic slurs, if I'm honest with you. You know, the servers I manage, the 13th Legion, certainly takes a zero tolerance policy on it, which most communities do. So, you know, that bit's not too fun, but when you get to fly around an admin camp, that is pretty fun. I do enjoy that. We're seeing this camp pressure come in, though. Oh, and there's the spawn wave. I was waiting for the panic wave to come back. Look at this. Everyone spawned back. Bucket Smith is back. Mr. Bombastic is back. Full retreat back there. Unbelievable. I mean, that's a panic. That's a panic spawn if I've ever seen one. Airhead drops in. Ooh, hello. Has it been spotted by Gin Tony? No. Ooh, this could be a bit of an uncontested airhead. Let's take a look at this. Certainly not a lot of contesting going on towards it. Maybe this rifleman is that CM route. Mr. Bombastic, the CM boys, the Crown Muncher boys, surely will have spotted this one. And they're going to go run for it. But I don't know if they're going to get there in time, actually. They are defending the point because there was only this recon squad. But certainly that's going to get a spawn wave off, I would imagine. We're going to come check back on that one again in 30 seconds. Let's just have a quick whiz around. Look at the defensive play, though. BWCC still hanging around. The tank's still in the point. KTM's barely moved. Oh, the BFT boys have finally given up their corner as they get pressured from two sides, from Helpless Poland and Helpless Italia. But they're still fighting over the compound, which is nice to see. Down here, the airhead has now landed. The move mark goes out from Mr. Bombastic. Let's see if a spawn wave comes off. It's not going to. CM en route there. Manages to get there. And they get that one picked off. Very, very nice indeed. Good response from Mr. Bombastic there. Let's see the pressure come in from the short now. Look, there's nothing defending this front side. And so we should now see some of these players, the 19th squad, get a bit of a wriggle on as they come forward. Let's see them really pressure forward. Look at them peek every corner. They're going to peek every single corner. But there is nothing in the way of them at all. You've got White Knight in the back there. Alongside Aztir. Maybe that's the 77Y guys, as I don't recognise any of those. Their team. Maybe they can hold off this 19th squad. But certainly that's going to be dangerous if they can push through this zone. And really get some aggressive pressure on WN71. Looks like every tank mark under the sun. I kind of want to put my own tank mark down here. Look at them. Look at all the tank marks. Guys, have you ever heard of observe marks? They work really well for this sort of thing. Really, really well. I don't even know what this tank's doing. I mean, he's totally exposed here. Going to be chased down by Midas, who we know is, you know, a decent AT player. We saw him earlier against the Lukes. He took that down pretty sharpish. PBS Kato starting to move out now as well. Looks like they've got their old garrison established, maybe just down underneath this shed potentially. Yep, let's just see it just down here in the center of our screen. Now, if I'm BWCC, guys, I would certainly go check that. I'd want to know what's going on down there. This tank over here is getting himself exposed as well. Oh, don't tell me, Mad Mick. No, that's not a bombing run, is it? What is this? What is this? Oh, it's another waste, man. It's another waste. Oh, they did just take down. Maybe that was an airhead combo. Yeah, it looks like that was probably an airhead combo as he runs the strafe and run over as well. You know, I used to love the bombing run combos. They work really well in pub games. They don't work in comp play though. They just don't. The teams are too smart for that. So if you manage to pull it off, you know, more power to you. But you know, it's unlikely. It just doesn't come off too well anymore. See Dondi naked here, making a hell of a run forward. He's coming from such a distance back there. Do have this whole Poland squad making their way around the back. The problem with this, though, is if we take a look at the map here, do a little bit of a drawing again. You know, we can see these guys back here getting supplies dropped on them. That's bad for a start. Let's just get the double drop in. So they're gonna attack from this sort of zone, and they're gonna come all the way around here from the back. So they're gonna kind of move up towards George Garrison Mark and then back into the point. So that's gonna be one generation of attack. This Able squad here from Kato, though, they're not making any progress. They're just not. This squad here from Baker, they're not making progress. Now, if all of these things can come off at once, suddenly you've got a nice surround onto Veerville, and you're really squeezing them back into the point. But in general, though, you know, they're making so little progress here. I'd be surprised if they actually make it to West Veerville today, with the way this game's going. This game could run for another couple of hours in its current state, and this game just doesn't change. Mad Mick clearly a very defensive commander, keeping plenty of guys back here. The 19th guys looking to move around, and they're moving a couple of different squad leaders out towards them here. If we take a look at the map, we see the 19th engineer guys down here, and up against them we see Charlie squad moving down. They're actually coming from two different angles. Love squad's moving down. Hal squad's now getting into this zone. Hopefully he goes north though. They do get this garrison up. That's nice. They can now generate some pressure, hopefully. They really need to come capture this house here, though. I'm going to highlight here. If they can come capture this house, then, you know, they're in a much better shape, and they can start really generating pressure out from it. The problem is, though, they're just not making any presence or any pressure towards that point, and they're really struggling with it. Let's go take a quick look over towards this house. As I said, we've got the Baker squad from Hell East Italia trying to pressure this BFT squad. This BFT squad hasn't lost it at all this game, though, once they reclaimed it off the start. Marty here is going to take down Stellaria, gets the headshot on him. Very nice indeed. But decent spawn wave comes in. A nice rocket from Demarki, but that outpost is tucked quite the way in. Q Legend here now needs to get his squad playing a bit more aggressive here. Stop, dear, come on, buddy. You've got to make a move. I mean, you get taken out by the MG over there. Spike takes him down. Marty doesn't notice it. Q Legend, he can't move because he's just got to anchor his outpost. So they're not generating any pressure forward. And in fact, I mean, where are you going? Tommy, what are you doing? I don't know if you noticed, man, but that's an open field. And you didn't need to run the open field. The open field fucking gamut is fine occasionally, but that was not. Yeah, you know, that's not the move. Where are the tanks? We've got one heavy tank. Takes down one piece of armor there from the Axis. We've really seen so little of these Allied heavies come out, though. Surely you can see through this field. Maybe not. Maybe you don't. Maybe it's generating. But that tank there takes a long shot. Just misses, though. They're going to reposition. There's no shot on just yet. You might get a shot through that hedge. I'm not too sure, though. But that Panther back there, he ain't going to move at all. He's going to just sit around. This 76, though, I mean, other than crashing, is kind of stuck. Buddy, you gotta go a different angle, man. If they move out to this left side at all, they're just going to get pixel peaked by that 76. And if they move out to that right, then actually they could get the surprise angle through there. But I suspect the commander might have been looking that way. Panther tank just shuffles itself, though, looking to try and find that angle. We're going to keep this tank fight just in our screen here. Tank mark goes up from PBS squad as they're looking to continue to generate pressure forward. Up close and personal with Dim 52. He's going to come face to face with Maxski, though. Maxski not looking. He's in the hedgerow. Dim doesn't see him either. Maxski wins that gunfight, but he's up against the Panther now. But he manages to escape and run away pretty handily. Now, that tank shooting, surely that's giving away their position. Are they going to make this move here? Oh, got the half-track up as well. Weird half-track position, in my opinion. Double 76. There we go. Let's go, guys. Guys, you can fit the 76 up this beach. Like, it is possible. You can get it up that little track. You don't want to. Like, you probably shouldn't be, but you can. So, let's take a look. That Panther tank's actually backed off very slightly as the infantry starts to move up. As this 76 makes the incredibly slow crawl. They're going to see each other very shortly, though. This is going to be the angle. Let's take a quick zoom in here. Panther tank was looking. Gunner just turns his vision, though, towards the infantry. Panther turns just in time, gets the first shot away. Good pen. Driver, start backing up, man. Don't. You gotta just back up. You shouldn't have taken that shot. And the 76 goes down. Poor form there. Very, very poor. Really, either wait for your second 76 to move through. Don't worry about the score. Worry about winning the game here. You've got 40 minutes left. And really very little to show for the preceding 50. So either wait for that second 76 to come forward and just go double tap that Panther, or as soon as you're hit, the driver's got to take control and really just go pressure. Go take the pressure off and retreat back. Over this way, I think we're still seeing the 19th Engineer guys. They're still hugging each other, running around. Unbelievable, really, the fact that they're still fighting over that zone there. This game is just barely moved, though. Finally, maybe a little bit of movement over here. BFT guys have been actually pushed back a little bit. Petty takes down one. What's going on? Hang on. Where are they all? Petty's just up in this house. Tomiv takes down one in the house. Was it Petiv? I don't know. I think it might have been Petiv. And now the MG's just chilling. These guys are not going to move, are they? Petty, he's just going to hold the staircase, is he? Is he going to push down it? He's running that shotgun. He backs off, actually. He has absolutely blown those guys to bits, so Spike starts to make his way forward. Nope, he runs away. He's not interested in fighting Petty. Probably a smart move. Leave Petty up there. It's not going to do too much damage from that zone. Q Legend, he's in a decent spot. He runs away as soon as I say that, so what's the fucking point in me? You know? And over around the rear side here, we're still seeing players trying to generate that rear offense, even though they don't even have anything in the front. You know, I hate how defensive these guys are. This is so dull. Guys, please. Is that another guy going for the open field run? Is Parsley going to go for it? He is, you know. He's going to go for it. Let's track Parsley, shall we? Do. Is he going to make it? I think he actually might make this. Doesn't seem to be anything. Let's check our map. What do we got? No garrison there. PBS Kato's a quick ways back as well. He's, you know, the open field run. It's going to work for him. Love to see it. can actually finally get his outpost out as well, and forward at that. Panther tank, he has taken the slowest retreat you've ever seen. He might have even taken out this second 76 that we missed. Looks like this would have been the second 76, so he missed that tank fight, but the Panther comes out on top. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me, if I'm honest with you, though. You know, a Panther seems like he might be a little bit better than the other tank crews. Certainly his positioning has been pretty solid so far. His Italia missed the bombastic, though. Finally, are they actually going to get out of this and come take control of the 3-story and the shed compound here? Maybe. Got some long-range shots coming out from Des Volt here, up against Gintoni's squad from His Italia. But Naked from Dundee is also looking at pressuring that direction, as is KTM finally leaving the point to go defend down this way. I did see a tank mark at some point down here. There's a commander tank mark just there in front of us. That seems to have moved on, though. Potentially that's the one up by George, if there is one. Let's remove that mark. No tank that I'm seeing, at least, until the AT gun does go down. We have this tank just here from the Axis team. Who is this tank crew? Let's take a quick look, shall we? Who have we got here? So this is the BFT guys, BFT Troll, Peak and Pivno. Just there. We haven't seen Ancient Knowledge in the Dundee tank for just a little while. Potentially they've been reset a couple of times, and they might just be in smaller tanks. Take a look at the map. One heavy's just been spawned in here. So that's Scarface in that heavy. Hopefully they'll be able to get the second heavy up soon. 60 a minute. Probably about time for an encouraged buddy, actually, if I'm thinking about it. This defensive structure is wild, by the way. I mean, it's nice, actually, if I'm honest with you. I know I said earlier that, you know, potentially we could see this garrison. If I'm allowed to draw, thank you very much. Potentially, I did say we could potentially see this garrison back here. But actually, you know what? This is aggressive. I quite like it. It's an early warning garrison. And even if they go take it out, you can actually still generate some nice pressure here. Even up from the HQ if you really wanted to come squeeze any of that sort of pressure coming in from down south. It's really just this offensive pressure that they are lacking. These guys over on this western side, they've really made little progress back here, and we've got too many squads here, if I'm honest with you. Within this zone, we're seeing 3 squads, that's 18 people, because as far as I'm aware, they're all 6-man squads back there. We're seeing too many of those guys pressuring that way. What I want to see, I want to see Love Squad here. Just here, Love Squad. Get yourself out towards Able. George Squad, get yourself out in the middle here. Maybe you've even already got 2 squads there. Maybe you're fine. Maybe it's just I want to see Love Squad generate a different sort of angle. Oh, actually no. This is PBS Kato. He's just going to give that up, is he? So PBS Kato down here. This is the outpost in the north of WN71. No. Let's see. Okay, let's see Love Squad come join House Squad. Let's see George Squad come join Able Squad and really generate that forward pressure. But Bubble, you know, you've said this. You know, you're saying this now, and you're gonna hear this in 15 minutes. It's absolutely pub vibes. This is it's not great play. I'm gonna be honest. This could be better. Could be worse. It could certainly be worse. I think we're going to get 90 minutes of action here, but it could be better. So little offense generation. I'm going to just keep talking about that because that's really what this game is coming down to. It's not. Oh, actually, look, they've actually totally cleared this zone out, which is nice. They finally actually claimed this territory. Could have said that when I was looking at the map, I suppose. Maybe it's right for PBS Kato to come generate pressure down this side. They're certainly not taking out this Panther tank because their tank crew's really not doing it for me at the moment. But maybe they can generate a little bit of offense here. And if at the same time they can get the second attack coming here from offline, if Gintoni can make that move as well, he's chilling way too far back there, not being aggressive enough for my liking. But if they can just generate this two-sided, two-pronged offense, maybe. And we know Kato's a little rat. We know he's a little rat. So he can be a nuisance here. We know Mr. Bombastic is a little rat. But look, this is great tank defense here from BFT. Charles noticed the offensive coming in from this southern side, and he's immediately just positioned his tank. He's left it in a nice kiting position at that, so they could just rock backwards and forwards, taking different angles, and they're going to be able to really hold back this offense here from Mr. Bombastic and Kato. Now, it'll be interesting to see what BFT do here. Looks like they're actually going to get on the offensive, which, again, I'm just fine with because I want to see something happen. Realistically, I'd actually want to see them, you know, if I really try hard in here, I want to see them go squeeze this offensive out here from Mr. Bombastic's team. So we'd really just want to see this BFT squad generate themselves some pressure up here, squeeze out these guys from this zone, and then you'd be looking pretty good on the defense again. But I'm gonna be honest, I just want them to go attack. I want to see someone. Are the 19th Engineers still down here? They are. Look at this. This is great. This is two new communities. Squad line battles, 77Y, and the 19th Engineers are just battling over this territory, and neither of them can make ground up. Just not happening. Greyhound running free, no AT in sight to clear that up. Looks like maybe the Greyhound commander there spotted a mill, goes and takes him out. Doritos comes in though. Please get the rocket off. Get the rocket off. Here we go. No. Oh, he doesn't shoot. Why did you not shoot? Come on. Come on. Easy hit now. Easy hit. Easy hit. Oh, he gets taken out. Oh, the gunner gets him. Kieran gets on top. The gunner misses in the outpost. He takes it down eventually, though. Oh, the gunner there has just saved his crew. Unbelievable. Kieran doesn't know what to do. He's hopped off the tank. He got stuck in that barbed wire. He's reversed. He's reversed. Oh, that's it. The first day commander. He's out. He's not having any of it. He gets a headshot. Does he get the second kill? He does get the second kill. And he goes for the garrison. Oh, unbelievable. Now this is the Chad. This is the Chad emoji that I want to see. Takes it down. Unbelievable plays. The mark goes up after he takes it down. But fair play to Anna Menace there. By the way, I don't know what your name means, but it sounds pretty fun. I quite like saying it. So Anna Menace, what a beast. And he's chasing Kieran down now. This is Chad place. No way, turn around. Come on, turn around. No. Oh. He doesn't spot Kieran, but Kieran spots him. One shot into the back. Anna Menace goes down. Kieran lives to fight another day. But his squad's been wiped. He needs to get his outpost back up. And that is allowing this 77Y squad to really pressure all the way to radar now. Oh my god. Cap pressure. Cap pressure at West Veerville. The hell is Poland guys, they've pushed through now. PBS guys, they've pushed up. WC Jansen's basically in the point. We actually saw some cap pressure for a second there. Unbelievable. PBS Kato's taking a different angle. And who is this? Is this a Panther? It's a great rocket there from Midas. Shooting the long-range rocket at this Panther. Gets the second one out. Totally whiffs it though. And that Panther tank reverses back. Let's go check out over here though. PBS Kato could be making the clutch run here as he looks to generate pressure from that all-important third side. Although it looks like maybe the Crown Munchers crew, they've been wiped. BFT, they made that boring play. And they've wiped out this attack here altogether. Take a look at the map now. No offensive being generated now from the south. Plenty in the west here. And they're actually getting pretty close. PBS Kato now also looking at generating pressure from the east. It's such a shame, though, that they lost this southern push because that really would have been the play, although plenty of players getting in here. And actually, they're making good ground up as well. Got plenty of players inside this house. TL goes down to Dia there. And PBS Kato making the field run here. Very, very nice indeed. He's going to get himself all the way through this wheat field, but they've actually barbed wired the place. And he need like one more bit of barbed wire. Maybe two, just to cover that little entrance there. Oh, they've actually left plenty of entrances. Okay, never mind, fucking. What do I know? What do I know about hell, at least, right? So, but they've done some shit barbed wire, and it's not going to particularly do anything, because they've left so many gaps. But Kato here, please tell me. Kato, don't pressure. Kato, just chill, buddy. Do not shoot anyone. He's not. Good boy. Thank you, Kato. Good boy, like you're a fucking dog. I'm sorry, man. That was slightly offensive. Oh, airhead comes in, covered by the smoke, hoping that was going to be defended by the Hell East Poland guys, but it's going to get swarmed here. Alibaba takes some shots. He does go down, kills the squad leader though. Peroi here. Do you have nades? No, you've taken the MP40 route. But this airhead is in the point. Does get taken out by a nade there, though. Looks like TL took that one down. The Panthers back defensively as well. Offline's outpost has been taken down just by proxy. He gets it back up, and this Panther is still being a bit of a nuisance here, though. Could actually take this one down for a second time. If he spins around this, gets the quick turn off. Surely, an ancient knowledge is going to clock this one. Or Topsy in the top of the tank. They shoot, they miss. The driver sees it all. It takes down two. Doesn't matter. He's got rid of that outpost. Alibaba's on top. Oh, a satchel though. Peroi takes him down. And that is good defensive tank play once more. Got aggressive and clears that squad out. BFT totally squeezed through the point. Kato's backed off a little bit as well. How are these guys here from BFT doing? They're starting to generate some front pressure, maybe. There's a garrison mark here. Don't know what that is. Could be an airhead drop in. Let's just zoom out a little bit. See if we can see anything in the air. Certainly not. Those spawns just yet. Hopefully we get something spawned in, though. Please? Please, Mad Mix going down the hill. Where is this airhead? It's got to be an airhead. Can't be anything but an airhead. There's certainly no one to build. Oh, it's supplies. Oh, for fuck's sake. What a waste of time. There's not even anyone here to build, is there? No. No one. No one at all. Free Party. He's been a bit of a nuisance. Still, we see Midas is still alive. Looks like he's totally wiped out the BWCC squad that was down here. Dim 52, just the remnants of that. WD-44 are also starting to pressure Kato squad, and they've recognised that. But look how many players here. They've totally taken control over this zone and given up the offensive as well. Oh, giving up the offensive. Guys, I need a drink. Yeah. It's been a long game so far. 60 minutes in, I would say we've had one attack in that time. What have we got? We've got Az still on defensive here as well. The 19th Engineer guys, obviously, they were wiped earlier on. And in fact, they look like they were full wiped. Just saw their resident medic actually over here. Squazzle. Oh, Squazzle. You've got a great name, buddy. Sorry I haven't said this more. Should be following Squazzle here. The Chad medic. Bubble. I need a Chad medic emote made, please, and thank you. Might have to get Crony on that one, unless you want to go make it for us. That'll be good. Oh, look at the full reset, though. Hell East Italia, Hell East Poland, they've all been knocked back. We take a look at the map now. No attack presence really again. Really disappointing so far. The defensive play's been fantastic from both teams because neither team has attacked. Don't know what else I can say, to be honest with you, other than that. I mean, Christ, guys, please. Someone just fucking commit. Chris North must be bored. I want to see Chris North's stats, actually. Let's have a look on the scoreboard here. I'm trying to find Chris North. As I scroll down. Chris North. There he is, 138 combat. Actually, that's not too bad, considering that, you know, he's done fucking sod all this game. That could certainly be lower. I'll tell you what, the only thing he has done is keep this, he's kept the Stuart wreckage here, at least, you know. That's really the main thing he's done, quite frankly. You know, the Kato squad here, the PBS squad, being joined by Mr. Bombastic at this point. But, you know, I mean, other than the obscene amounts of smoke, and if they can actually get a smoke shell landing in that zone, it wouldn't be too bad. They are getting pretty close. The problem is, obviously, this tank is now just going to come meet them up this road, and they're really going to struggle to get any further than that. Let's take a look at the map. I want to find, where are the tanks? Not too sure. Gintoni bringing the half-track forward. And we've got Scarface here from Helpless Italia bringing his tank forward as well. A little bit of cap pressure at WN71. The recon plane flies over. The mark can go out on that tank now. But defensively, not much going on. Oh, there is a little bit of cap pressure actually. Oh, just a little bit of something. Flare goes up. Recon planes see nothing over WN71. So where they're generating this from must be down here with the 19th guys. BFT Citrus as well. Oh, was that what just went down here? What do we have? Is that the half track goes down early? Barely gets it moving before that's gone down. I'm not sure what killed that. Could have been the tank actually across the way. Could have been AT. But I'm pretty sure it's this tank here. Just here in the center of our screen. If we fly over here, we can see it. But the BFT guys get aggressive. Start getting some pressure forward. Go help out Kieran because he's always on the front line here. And you've got a pretty good run towards the point. PBS Kato's been reset all the way back to WN71 as they contest it a little bit more. Now from this stage here, just in front of us, I really want to see Kieran and his crew just continue their way up this way. And I want to see BFT just try and generate this second area of pressure. And that'll be quite nice. Hopefully that'll drag some of these guys back towards the point and allow these guys to pressure out further forward. If they'd have just pressured earlier, though, a lot of this would have been solved way sooner. Right. Kieran's got to rep up. He's got to get those heals off. BFT Citrus starts to make his run forward, trying to generate some form of offense. But now we've got Mr. Bombastic back there on the defense as well, with just 20 minutes to go. This may be the first real attack coming in from the Axis since we started. But Hello's Poland, they're going to maybe squeeze them out. That'd be boring. That would be boring, wouldn't it? Like, if these guys here make that sort of move and squeeze them out, God, don't do it. Let us see some attack. I want to see something. I want to see something today. Maybe a little cap scare towards the end would be lovely, but I think potentially... No, Offline's going for the church. No one knows why he's going for the church. It's not exactly the quickest route. It's not a direct route. It's not... I suppose it's a route. Citrus has made up loads of ground, though. I hope he gets his outpost up, because actually he's getting towards a pretty good position here. With just this Crayon Muncher squad over here, playing fairly light. Sunshine is not interested in moving whatsoever. Here, there's 76 just below me as well, I think. Here we go, 76 making its way off the beach. Where's he going to go? Which route's he taking? He's going for the offensive on the short. But that's not really much here. If you can take the tank down, that'd be a start. But, I mean, these guys have got so much fuel. The Axis must have obscene amounts of fuel. A little explosion goes off. Interesting. Not sure what that was. It does actually kill the infantry. It doesn't take the tank, but it does... Sorry, it doesn't take the truck, but it does kill the guy inside, so a bit of an odd one there. Not seen that one before. Let's see Parsley really make some presence forward, though. Really get the active defense going. because the further out you can push, the less likely it is you have to call people back in for the defense. At this stage, I think there's just so little going forward for this allied team that I really do feel like this BWCC squad could press quite far. Very important that it takes... Oh no, yeah, it wasn't very important. Whoever the rifleman was fit out is there. Takes down 2 squad ladies, which was quite impressive. Rockets flying in at this Panther tank, which has got pretty aggressive here. Do have a little tank fight going on though, between this Panther and 76. Looks like one hit goes in, one hit onto this Panther as well. That might be a track shot though. Trying to take a quick peek, kind of misses again. Let's get the re-aim. That's a front hit, surely, or is that another track? That's another track shot. Christ. He finally takes out the 76. 76 goes down again. Poor shooting there, really. Getting 2 track shots onto the Panther, and that Panther's going to back off and rep up as well. I mean, what is this? What are you doing? This is. I mean, I don't think you want to be there, do you? BFT Troll getting the reps up, which is nice to see, but it does seem a little bit unnecessary. Not seeing the BFT squad leader down here, but actually there is some infantry, so potentially maybe they are back there. Maybe they have got something up. Stone is back by, well, Stoney, sorry, is back by the artillery alongside the Commissar. It'd be good if they could generate some pressure forward, and we're actually seeing a medium Sherman coming out of mid now. That's gonna do sod all. If the Panther tanks start rolling up. BFT looks like they got reset just to the top right of our screen there. And I don't see 19th Kieran anywhere in the zone either. So he's been pushed elsewhere. Don D naked looking to control this house back here. KTM squad still back on the point. Tell me, is Chris North still hanging out in the usual spot? In fact, he's managed to get himself even higher than usual. And as I said, Dr. Oreo here, mounting the MG up. It's a lovely little spot. It's a lovely spot. There's no denying, you know, but there's nothing going on. I mean, he's going to get bored eventually, isn't he, do you reckon? Do you reckon Dr. Oreo is going to get bored having nothing going on? See, offline here, trying to generate some offense as well. It's pointless. It's pointless because they're not generating enough of it. Let's take a look at the map here. They're just not generating enough offense. We still have, you know, Charlie squad down here defending. There's a recon squad down there, 2 recon squads in fact, and look how far away they are from like anything else on the map. This is crazy. Look how far they are from any sort of action. You know, any sort of point, any sort of cap sector even. You know, granted, they're not that far out from this cap sector, but do you need to be down there? Could you leave this? This is the question I suppose I'm going to pose to the experts in the chat. Could you leave this zone? By the way, I think the answer is going to be yes. Could you leave this zone knowing that you've got backup garrisons and just flip this squad all the way to the offense? And just really have them push north to try and generate something going forward. I think the answer is yes. In fact, actually, no. Flip that. Charlie squad, I want you up here. Alongside, like, PBS Cato up here. Just pressure in from that side. We've got Baker squad here. We've got George squad here. It's nice. It's lovely. House squad, they can start pressuring from either of these 2 spots here, as long as they start getting forward. But we've got Baker squad's outpost goes down. George squad's getting supplies dropped on him. It's all going wrong, isn't it? It's just all going wrong. But certainly, let's move Charlie squad out of the way now. Let's get them out of that zone. You've got 15 minutes left to start getting aggressive. We've got this Panther now moving in to come take out Offline's squad from Helters, Poland. They're not going to do too well against a Panther tank, I wouldn't have thought. And in fact, actually, their outpost is pretty exposed down here. It's right down here somewhere. I don't quite see it in front of me. Oh, there it is. We just saw Offline spawn in. This Panther tank's getting aggressive now. He's feeling pretty safe. They must have so much fuel saved up, though. Takes down the 1 infantry there. They've got artillery dropping as well onto that outpost. It's not looking good. Does Autopsy see it? I'm not too sure. Iberio's rocket just misses. That is unfortunate. Now, if they could just turn this tank all the way around. The gun starts turning. Alibaba here with a nice little juke and move. Oh, Panther's moving. Does he get the satchel down? Oh, he does. Gets the satchel onto the tank. Lovely to see it. Don't think they know it's there either. Alibaba runs the way. We'll see. Ancient drops out. He gets taken out by Alibaba quickly, though. Satchel is only a matter of time now before it goes off. We're getting down to just the quarter mark here, and I think that satchel is definitely going to go off at this stage. Autopsy hops out, gets taken down quickly, though. It's just Legend in the tank at this point. He's going to go down. Satchel boom. 1 Panther down. Nice play from Alibaba there. Got a bit of a reverse fight going on, though. We see they've kind of switched places. You know, thought the Blues were attacking from this western side up here towards the east, but nope, that's not the case. We just got this BFT squad really sort of dug in down here. Panther tank being a bit of a nuisance as well in the centre of that field, able to generate a little bit of pressure against BFT. Nothing they are worrying about, though. 19th Kieran, he's back doing his business as well. And Stellaria, I mean, this is great. This is as close as infantry's got. I know the Recon got there earlier in the game, but I think this is the closest anyone in infantry's got. So round of applause to Stellaria for somehow winning the laurel for being first man over the wall all the way with just 13 minutes to go. 13th Kieran, hopefully he can get his squad really pressuring now. That'd be nice to see. But over by West Veerville here, very little pressure in there. You know, Chris North, Dr. Oreo, they're not bored just yet. They're still hanging out, really chilling out. They must be having a lovely time. It's a lovely view, isn't it? This rooftop is great. Really, really nice. It's the same as the one on SME. I think you just hop through, you climb up into this little window here, up onto this ledge, and then you just kind of vault through the roof like that. So you come out pretty exposed, but if you're up there early enough, then certainly you can get the binos out and stay pretty unnoticed. And MGs are pretty strong as well once you're up there. So it's nice to see, you know, Chris North and Dr. Oreo still hanging about. Oh, this is defensive. 2 squad leaders back. Aztir and Gintoni are back here, making sure they don't lose this point. Let's hear Aztir, what he's got to say. No, you're not going to speak now that you're on camera, are you? Nope. Not going to speak. All these players back here just for the recon team. Oh, guys. Generate something going forward, please. Anything. Oh, a little bit of cap pressure comes in. It's good to see. Just a little something as Kieran's squad is starting to pressure forward now. Making some ground up. Gets taken out by Mad Mick and Cullinan. And Water It's Me as well. The Stewart's in a pretty dangerous position for Kieran as well. Needs to get his AT up pretty sharpish to take this out. They're in like the worst standoff ever because they're all looking the wrong way, quite frankly. But they did generate some sort of cap pressure there. Kieran can get his whole squad in, including an AT, maybe they'll be okay. Just said the oh, what a fucking idiot! That tank's empty. What? I swear that was just moving. Guys, I'm not going mad, am I? That tank was moving. Did they just redeploy for the? I think they just redeployed actually for the heavy. Looks like these guys coming over for the satchel though. They've got to be careful though, because Midas is coming up close at this stage. Squazzle goes down as well. Emil goes down. Got the pub bombing run as well. Midas takes down Doritos. He's going to take this outpost down as well. And he takes down one more, sorry. Kieran's still alive. The pub bombing run. Wow, don't tell me. No shot was out of cover for this airhead. Don't tell me it couldn't have been. Surely not. It was way too early if it was. But that Stuart goes down. Midas gets taken out. Kieran's nowhere to be seen either. And I think his outpost got taken down as well by Midas. So that's the 19th Engineer Squad totally reset, and it wouldn't surprise me if we see them drop all the way back to defense and they just turtle up for the final 10 minutes. Hell is Poland, hell is Italia. They're taking the long flanking route around again towards West Veerville. There's not too much point in it though, because once again, that'll only be an attack from one side. So I don't know how many times I can say, oh, look at a spawn wave. Hello? Must be a garrison down here. There is Scrazzle, right next to the garrison. Thanks for highlighting it, buddy. Got a decent spawn wave though. Kieran's not going to turtle up, my man. Kieran, thank you. Really appreciate the fact that you are just going to go straight back onto the offensive to keep them penned back in, because look how much they commit back when you do pressure them. That's all of these guys. Hang on. This is the cap sector that we're looking at right here, and you can see 0 red infantry in there, and yet they've got all these players back, and now we've got free party, just a couple of guys as well coming in here from BWCC and 19th Engineers as well. But again, it's a lot of people back, a lot of people not fighting, a lot of people not, not getting in the fight. Yes, Crony, yes, I do pick out random people and roast them, because sometimes they deserve it. Sometimes they need to be roasted. Should be here when I call out the pub bombing runs and the pub airheads, WT Jansen's picking up a couple of kills. Nice to see. Is he in? Where is he? Let's take a look. What angle's he taking? Is he up in the barn? He is. Always nice to see someone up in the barn. You can get some good angles from up here. Totally exposing himself, though. Oh, is he going to spot Clint? Maybe? I don't know. I think Clint's just going to walk into his fire. Oh, so's Franatal. Maybe. Oh. Ah, there you go. Clint goes down. Oh, immediately taken out by an MG, though. Oh, he's not messing about. That must have been Dr. Oreo in the distance. There you go. That's why you're up on that rooftop for that one kill. Look, Dr. Oreo, I'm fine with you actually being up there. That's nice defensive play. I like to see it. I like what they're doing. 76 starting to pressure forward as well. Defensive tank coming back for the Germans as is. Bit of an odd rocket. Oh, actually, I say bit of an odd rocket. No, lovely rocket. Almost hitting the garrison there. I think that's Demarki lobbing from afar. Nice to see that. That was quite nice, actually. Get the planes coming over now. The bombing run could be better timed, but no, they're not going to make any. Not going to make any progress there. Zapol goes down. The Panther tank is in prime position as well. We'll see if the 76 can go for him. What's up, Series, in the chat as well? First time chat is always nice to see. We're going to just maybe follow the 76 in as it comes up against the formidable Panther tank, which I don't think they've actually killed this Panther tank for a while, have they? I'm not too sure. Oh yeah, that's you can get through this wall, you just can't get over this AT gun. The pesky AT gun. At least they're totally shielded though. I mean, it's going to be a real surprise when they eventually come face to face with this Panther. Certainly it's not going to be for a minute here. And the Panther tank's actually going to have just that little bit of cover in front of it, I think, with just a little wall. Let's lock on here and free the rotation. One shot comes in from that Panther tank already. and the 76 keeps moving, fluffs his first shot, gets taken out by the second, and that tank's life is over. And unfortunately for them, they're just not going to have time to get another 76 forward. Every tank mark in the world goes onto that Panther tank there now. We are seeing a little bit of pressure generation coming in now. Hell, it was Poland. Oh, look at that. Precision strike onto the Panther. Well done, Mad Mick. Good precision there. Lucky, actually, to be fair, it doesn't hit the tree. Oh, it even had a little rep station with it. Let's see. Yeah, lucky it doesn't hit the tree or do something funky with these walls, which those precision strikes can occasionally. But yeah, no, that's good play, actually, from them. That Panther tank to stay alive for so long. It's a shame they got taken out by the precision in the end. They probably should have moved once they got that kill, though, if you ask me. Nice to see the Belgian gate come out purely for the, well, to get on top of this roof, actually. It's the only reason it's there. You know, it's not doing anything but that. It's nice to see it, though. You know, love that. Crown Muncher's still been held back here. 3 minutes, 45 seconds to go. And there's a little bit of contest over by WN71. Wampa, you actually have to watch 20 minutes of gameplay. If you haven't watched 20 minutes of gameplay, you are going to still receive your complimentary fine. Don't worry, though. The fine comes for free. There's just costs afterwards. This Blook here, I don't know how Blook's managed to actually get into this. Now, Emil there gets taken out going for the field run, which I love to see the field run every so often. I love to see the fact that the medic is potentially the most aggressive player they've got on the team. Squazzle here doing the Lord's work. He's a medic, not a chaplain, actually. So Squazzle here doing the doctor's work. Takes 2 hits. I don't really know how you don't go down there after taking 2 shots. It's a little bit unfortunate. Mad Mick goes down as well. Mad Mick's going to be fuming by that. He's not going to be happy at all. Let's see over here, though, how the Crown Muncher boys doing. Not too well. Hell is Talia. Unable to pressure either. Now, look at the full turtle we're seeing here. They're never gapping this. 30 seconds to go. This game is as good as done. They're not going to be able to capture this in the next 20 seconds. And obviously, if you're not capturing middle point with just 2 minutes to go, that game is over. The commander's even given up the Ghost early before the 2 minutes. That's unfortunate. You know, it's just 2 defensive teams. Both teams played defense very nicely, actually. You know, forcing their opponents to really struggle to generate anything going forward. It's such a shame that we didn't get anything too dramatic in this game, though, as we fought over lots of similar areas. You know, we just had lots of misplays, really, from each factor of this allied team when trying to go for West Veerville. And in fact, the Germans didn't seem like they were ever particularly interested in going for the offensive here. I would love to see how long Chris North and Dr. Oreo have been alive up here, though, because it has been so long. They really have been the stalwarts of this defence. That's for sure. In terms of MVPs of the game, pretty tough to pick. Thought Kieran fought quite well in his squad, but they fought outside of the cap sector or cap sectors for quite a long time. I thought PBSK so perhaps hopped around a little bit too much for me this week. He's often up there in the MVP stakes. I'm going to give it to the BFT boys. They fought over this compound just in front of us for a long time, actually, and they held this particular corner for quite a while. So I'm gonna go MVP is to the BFT boys and their squad leader. Can't remember what their name is now. BFT, who's the squad leader? We'll find out when we have a look at the scores in just a second. But yeah, absolutely, it's either that or the Don D tank. I'm going to give it to the Don D tank. Ancient Knowledge and crew. I say Ancient Knowledge all the time because I've been in his DMs a little bit. So yeah, I'm going to give it to the Axis tank with from Don D. that was certainly nice plays from them throughout this game. But that's the game. That's the end. That's going to be a GG. Let's put the GGs into the chat. Give them the GGs. Let's give the commander the commend as always. It was Autopsy, Legend Sniper, and Ancient Knowledge picking up the MVP. 3K count score. You cannot complain about that. That's your sort of silver standard score. That's what you really want out of a tank crew. That's what you're averaging out at 3K a game. You'd be pretty happy with that. As we pick up the ever necessary XP, though, we'll have a quick scroll down the list to see if there was anyone else picking out any great scores. But I'm going to be back here again on Thursday with Greyhound Night. Hopefully again at the weekend with a HCA scrim. Let's take a quick look for some scores. It doesn't look like there was too many high scores here from most of these players here. 1400 from the BFT guys. It's Citrus. BFT Citrus came so close to leading that MVP rank there. Doom 52 with 439. And another couple of 400s as well. But overall, it's pretty low scores realistically. Oh, 582 from LJT, Hell Loose Poland. That's not a bad score. That's pretty good as well. But guys, I'm going to see you all again on Thursday, I'm hoping, for Greyhound Night. It should be a really, really fun game as well. I think I'm going to be on the green server once more. And I'll see you again at the weekend for the HCA match, if I have one. And if not, I'm going to have something else going on for that weekend spot. But guys, thank you very much. Hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day or evening. And take care.